Buddha blessings, namaste. God is good, namaste. This is a continuance of talks in the series of Give Caesar what is of Caesar. Caesar is a form of government. We have them everywhere. Okay. These are celestial grounds of God. I ask the question, what has God given us? He gave us the air to breathe. Okay. What did He forbid us to do? All right? Truly forbid us. This is code-encoded scripture. Who has prohibited us, or put up the signs, it says, you cannot plant a tree here. Who has prohibited us from the trees? Who stole the land right under your feet? God has given me free will. Free will. Point 1. Okay? And that free will I have to coincide in 10 commandments. Those 10 commandments are my rule book. What has been given unto us by the heavens. If I ask God, what has He provided us? What has He created? Okay? And He's all consciousness. So all consciousness involves all forms of thought, involves all forms of speech, involves all forms of doctrinization. Okay? Now when that doctrinization rises against God's will, then it's not of Him. Okay? Consciousness. What is consciousness? What is the consciousness of God? He gave us a rule book to play by. Thou shalt not steal. The lands have been stolen. Time and time and time and time and time and time, over and over again. Who do you serve? Who is your master? Is God your master? Or is one of your senators, one of your pundits, one of your presidents? On either side, they're not serving God. They're serving murder, theft, dishonoring, pure evil doing. If the feds ever wanted to investigate a crime, that's where they should investigate first. The crimes of that were stolen right underneath their fucking feet. And they're investigating something. Right? They don't even know what to investigate. They have to be told what to do. Well, crimes against humanity. What are crimes against humanity? Let's say per se that He did say that you can't eat of the apple tree, right? Okay. So He says that. So we don't eat of the apple tree then, right? We don't. Let's just say per se. Now where did we get all these private property signs? Cannot enter this property because these are my trees. Oh, are those your trees? Are they really? We are elements. The trees are elements. The rivers are elements. The oceans are elements. The sky are elements. What is of Caesar? Did Caesar provide all of that for us, or did God provide all of that for us? Who shackles my hands for thievery? If I was to steal something, wow, something was stolen. The gold that God provided for us here, whose gold is that? Whose silver is that? Whose copper is that? I put a private property sign, government property only. Does that make him a thief or not? If he prohibits, he hangs a sign, God didn't prohibit that. They prohibited that. What is what has been stolen? The air we breathe? God gave us that. The plants, you want to prohibit a plant? God gave us that. Is that law of consciousness? And I'm going to do the 10 Commandments backwards. What is it that you covet? Do you covet a woman? Do you covet the lands? Do you covet the trees? Do you covet power? Do you covet the keys to heaven or to hell? What is it that you covet? What is it you covet? You covet a fucking a gas burner, a nuclear bomb? Is that a possession that you must attain? Must have no matter what? Is that what you covet? Is that the possession that you want? You covet slavery? You covet what? You want people to work? Great economy, right? Is that what you covet? A great economy? That which has been given cannot be taken, and that which is taken must be given. Do you serve God, or do you serve your own fucking enslaved mind full of greed, desire, and the eyes that covet? What do you covet? In consciousness, God is all. Right? All. In consciousness. In form and appearing form. This has appeared before my eyes. These trees, these elements, this sky, this moon, these stars, this sun. You stake a claim in the sun, in the sun star? Can you do that? Are you capable of doing that? I ask any Caesar, any president, any wannabe king, supposedly a royal. I ask them a direct question. Can you stake a claim in the sun? Are you that capable? So how is it that you stake a claim here? You tried staking a claim in the moon. How did that go? Are you still there, or you have to come the back, whatever the fuck you wanted to get back, right? Or you wanted a flag up there? Is that your moon? Do you own that moon? Or is that moon shared? Do you own the sun? Does the sun give light? Does it photosynthesize you? Not only does it do plants, it does you. Okay. Do you own the sun rays? Do you own airspace? When did you stake the claim, government? You own the mountains? You own the rivers? You own the oceans? You put a claim there. Is that yours? Does it belong to you? Who does it belong to? Truly, I ask the question. Is that of Caesar? Did Caesar create that? What did the government do? What does the government do? Government, do you covet? Do you covet God's power? Do you want to see it on full display? Or are you cool when he's cool? Or you want to go above and beyond the call of your what? Go above and beyond the call of duty? He didn't call you to duty. You stake a claim, government. You own all the gold. You own all the silver. You own all the mountains. You own all the homes. Who owns them? He stuck a claim in heaven? On celestial grounds? Who is that miserable fuck? What is consciousness? Consciousness involves all words, spoken words, concepts of thought, all form, no form. That's what consciousness is. You want to stake a claim in consciousness? Now that belongs to you. And not only that, what else do you do? Okay, you prohibit trees. You prohibit water. You prohibit plants. He didn't prohibit me from that. Now you want to create a bar-gated community for myself? You want to kill me? You want to put me in prison? You want to kill my brothers, my friends? You want to stake a claim in heaven? You want to covet their lives? What is it that you covet? What is unforeseen wealth? Unforeseen wealth is what has already been given. If you want to investigate thievery, you have to investigate yourselves. Thievery? Thieves? First start with what was stolen. The land, the plants, the trees, the waters, the oceans, the sun, the moon. Can you steal the sun? Can you take it for a ride somewhere? How about the moon? Are you powerful? You want to destroy the earth? You want to be the beast? You want to be the dragon? You want to be the what? What do you want to be? What is it that you covet? You covet God's seat? God gave us the mountains. He gave us the seas. He gave us the oceans. He gave us the rivers. He gave us our breath. He gave us our lives. He gave us everything. What is it that you have stolen? What have you personally purchased from God? And you want to control what? What is it that you want to control? You want to control the masses? You want to control the education that I get? You want to control how I think? How I triculate? I'm of spirit. I'm not the flesh and bones. But I ask, what is it that you covet? And I'm speaking to the United States government of America. And I include all other fucking dumb fuck wannabes. Okay? You cannot broker peace. You can't come to peace terms with yourself. Maybe that's why there's no peace on earth. If I was to ever covet anything, it would be peace. La paz de Cristo. The peace of Christ. That's what I seek. But if I have to analyze what has been stolen, I mean, we have an investigating team here. You know, their own people that are investigating shit have to pay for shit that's already been stolen. Maybe that's where they should start. You know, they have to buy homes. That shit, you know, that shit don't fucking fly on celestial grounds, dude. Supposedly you're one nation under God. Well, that nation under God includes Allah, Yahweh, Elohim. You want me to go down the list of gods? All consciousness? All consciousness. Not just partial consciousness. God is all consciousness. What is it that you covet? Power, control, manipulation, lies? Unforeseen wealth is what has been given. What has been stolen is our wealth, our inheritance from the heavens. Can you move a planet? Can you make it move? Can you sustain it on its axis? I'm asking the government of the United States of America today. I'm in America. What is it that you covet? You want to educate minds with what? With donkey-ass shit thought? What is it that you stole, Caesar? I'm giving you what is of yours. What is it that you've have created? What have you made? Have you made a sun? Have you made a star? Have you made a moon? Have you made a tree? What is it you, what is your creation? What is an evil doer? Somebody that hides in falsehoods? Creates new books of structured education? To believe your ways? I don't believe in your way. I believe in one way. I've seen too many deaths your way. I've seen too many hangings your way. I've seen too many what? Too many injustices your way. You are a form of government, right? Supposedly you're one nation under God. Well, God is all consciousness. All consciousness. He's the trees, He's the moon, He's the sun, He's the seas, He's the keys. He's everything. Now, what you think doesn't fucking fly shit in heaven, and for sure there's a goddamn hell. If there's you right here that I'm speaking to, then there's a hell. Supposedly you're one nation under God. I keep saying supposedly. If you're a nation under God, what is given cannot be taken, and what is taken must be given. All right? What is it that you're going to provide for me? If I can't grow my plants, I can't eat from my trees, I can't drink from the rivers, what is it that you hold for me? Supposedly I have freedoms here. What are my freedoms? I mean, my freedoms come from heaven. I only have to obey 10. All right? That's what He told me directly. What you have told me is a bunch of bullshit lies. You want me to commit murders? You want me to work for you and commit murders? I don't work that style. What is it that you own, Caesar? Or the United States of America? Or all other forms of government? What is that you fucking own, motherfuckers? What did you steal? I can tell you what. I mean, that's in plain sight. I don't know. I guess they act blinded and just serve one part of justice. They don't even serve themselves. They don't even know what. They don't even know what to fucking do, dude. And you have departments of justice. Now you know the Spirit of God, right? All consciousness. He gave me the right. What? I have free will. That cannot be debated. You want to control my thoughts? If I see a thief, wherever I see him, right, he has stolen something. So you have a bar system, right? You have a bar system. You have cages, dungeons, nuclear weapons. What is all that for? For crowd control? So you own the elements of gold. You own the elements of silver. You own the elements of water. You own the elements of oxygen. You own the elements of trees. God prohibited us from eating from one tree, right? We ate it. We disobeyed, right? Supposedly. But all this other shit that you are prohibiting from, that's a goddamn fucking lie, dude. It's a lie. It's a lie. And those that lie, and those that want to rise against God, I thought we were a nation under God. Whose will do you serve? Yourself? Or do you serve the will of God? Supposedly you have all these traditions. Supposedly they're all consciousness. No, they are all consciousness. That includes their writing. I'm just doing an investigation. What is of Caesar? Truly nothing. So the ones that want to act as governors, act, right? The ones that want to act like presidents, the ones that want to act like what? Why do you need a military that embraces an aspect of God that he already told you truly not to embrace. So who do you embrace? You embrace murder? You embrace thievery? Who is your God? Are you your self-made God? Can you create yourself, bring yourself into being and out of being? When did eternity start? Is eternity past, present, and future? What part of eternity are you in? I'm asking Caesar, the forms of government here in the United States. I mean, I know I see biased laws. I don't make a mountain out of a mold, my father says. He gave us 10. What is the fucking mold? Who is working against God? Who is taking actions into their own hands? Who has taken judgment into their own hands? Who has propped up all these fucking falsehoods of a business in their own hands? Do you serve the hand that feeds you, or do you serve your own hand? Whose consciousness is this? Do you pop yourself into being and out of being? Have you verified what true sages are, true mystics are? What is mysticism? I say Jesus standing at the door, right? Supposedly he's your God. Did he command you to kill? Did he command you to steal? Did he command you to rape? Did he command you to, what did he command you to do? Did he command you to put a private sign? Don't enter this property. Don't do this. Don't do that. Did he put those signs there? Or did you put those prohibitions there? Who has prohibited the people of eating? Who has prohibited the people from drinking water? Did God abandon you at the well? I'm asking the governments, did God abandon you at the well? Who's the Samaritan woman? What is consciousness? Does consciousness evolve what? Okay, what is the consciousness of God? What is the will of God? Is this the will of God? Whose slavery is this? This mental slavery. I mean, I wouldn't work a day in my life. I wouldn't pay a dime. Right? What is consciousness? When did eternity begin? When do you end? You're temporary form. And for temporary forms, they come and go. What do you hold true to? What is your fast? What do you hold dear? Your own hand? What is the hand that feeds you, truly? What is the hand that brings you into being, truly? Whose hand is that? Is that the hand of God? You say you're one nation under God. I hardly fucking see it. One nation under God. And the powers that play, right? Who are the powers that play? I identify the powers that plays as something that's anti-God. They wrote their own books, their own law books, their own script, and then they had people, right? They brainwashed them. They wrote the educational books. All this shit, do what they wanted. I see a complete failure of administration. On both sides. On all sides. For the Pharaoh in heaven has given us a storehouse. All right? He has storage here for us to eat for millions of years. He stored gold for us here. He stored silver for us here. Precious metals, they were given unto his beings. Or is it just a selected few? Are you the only royals in heaven? When did eternity begin? You pompous fucks, man, need to pack your bags and get ready to get the fuck out, dude. Drop your falsehoods, get in line, or forevermore never be. I pray for you. I truly pray for you that you have eyes to see and ears to hear and a nose to smell your own fucking ass dog shit that you wipe yourself with. With lies, you lead the people into murder. You say it's okay for them to kill. You're still underneath their feet. You want them to investigate crimes. Whose crimes do you want them to investigate? Not yours? This is Jacob's God's house. This is Isaac's God's house. This is Abraham's God's house. This is consciousness, God's being. In his consciousness, water arises, trees are born, leaves fall in his consciousness. Not yours, not your creation, not your ownership, not your dictatorship. You don't dictate shit in heaven. You don't own your own breath. You don't own the eyes that you see out of. Consider yourself lucky. But pack your fucking bags, America, United States government. Pack your fucking bags. You're going to hit the high fly, low fly, never be land switch. Starvation, cultivation of goods is not in your agenda. Judgments of thought are not in your thoughts do not play out in the heavens. What you think doesn't matter in the heavens of God. You have fallen way short. Short, long? No, way short. You have nothing of longevity. You're temporary form. Maybe you'll be, maybe you won't be. Give Caesar what is of Caesar. I'm giving him a series of talks to make him realize that Caesar truly doesn't own shit. He truly doesn't call the shots in heaven. I thought you were under God. Are you under God or are you in God? Under or in? In or under? I'm asking you a true question. Are you in consciousness or are you under consciousness? What do you covet? What have you prohibited? Rape, pillage, and murder? Is that what you covet? Is that Caesar? Is Caesar of God? Is this government under God's skies? Buddha blessings. Thank you for your thoughts and considerations. And may God bless all, for the God of all is all consciousness. That includes all written languages of God. Now, evildoers get burned at the stake. They have no fruit to bear, and they're nowhere. So I pray for you that hopefully, maybe one day, you can reconcile with God. But as far as holding office in heaven, you have nothing of that. Nothing of that. For I have truly seen that you made a mountain out of moles with the mountains of law. Fake law, false laws, falsehoods, dictatorship. You want to dictate God's consciousness? Can you do that? Can you burn somebody's mind, somebody's bridge, somebody's moon, somebody's heaven? What is it that you burn? What is it that you have taken, United States government? And truly, 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 I don't need monitoring right now by any form of government. So I pray for you that you make it through, but I doubt it highly. Highly. Blessings.